to get these questions every time from pregnant women. They want me to talk about vaginal birth and CS birth. Which one is better? Vaginal birth and CS, which one is more painful? Which one should I go for? So I'm going to answer these 3 questions. Guys, in case if you're stopping to my channel for the first time, my name is Amara Uzodigwe. I'm a registered nurse midwife. I use this platform to share things that are related to maternal health and also our general health. So okay, let's talk about what is vaginal birth. Vaginal birth is the process of giving birth, as in that is the process of delivering a baby through the vagina. That means the head of the baby or the buttocks, whatever presenting part of the baby that is coming out, will come out through the vagina. And when it comes to cesarean section, which is another second major way of giving birth, it is a surgical way of giving birth. And when people ask me between vaginal birth and CS, which one is better, the way I will answer this question is it depends on the reason why you are going for any of the two. What am I trying to say? You cannot say that vaginal birth is the best and cesarean section is not the best, or you say that cesarean section is the best and vaginal birth is not the best. No, rather you look at, first of all, why would a woman go through vaginal birth and other women will be going through cesarean section? There are other reasons for this. Like when it comes to vaginal birth, which you know that most women give birth through vagina when there is no problem with the mother, when there is no problem with the fetus, that is the baby, then when there is no problem with the cervix of this woman, then and other factors, when there is also no medical conditions that can make this woman not to give birth through vagina. Whereas others, there are some women that once they are pregnant, you see different kinds of medical conditions that for the safety of the life of the mother and that of the baby, they will be advised to go through CS. This one is just a minor part of the reasons. There are some women that may not have any medical condition and they are already in labor. While in labor, the labor can take enough time, and that time it is taking a lot of time, may be dangerous to the life of the baby, where we say that the baby is in distress, or that the labor is obstructed, is no longer moving. The woman will be 5 cm dilated throughout the 24 hours. So in this kind of case, such a woman will go for cesarean section. The second question that they asked me, they said, which one is more painful and which one is less painful? That is vaginal birth and cesarean section. Which one is more painful? Now, the first one is vaginal birth. It comes with labor pains, and labor pains can last for 24 hours. In some women, it can be 5 hours, it can be 6 hours, depending on the parity of this woman. And this pain is not something that I can describe. It's only a woman that have passed through labor that understands what I'm trying to say. But one thing with this labor pain is immediately the woman delivers the baby and the placenta, this labor pain ceases, like it will stop. So another pain that they experience is for those that are being given episectomy. Episectomy is a way of cutting through the perineal area to aid the delivery of the head of the baby during vaginal birth. So that episectomy, that is an incision that will be given, will be sutured. So after the labor pain, the woman will face the pain of suturing of the episectomy, and not just the pain of suturing of the episectomy, she will also have to bear this pain for weeks before the pain will go off and before it will heal. And it's also, there are a lot of things it prevents her to do. She cannot even laugh or cough like initially for 1 week after delivery. And you know, you still be going to toilet, you'll be urinating, and you also be bathing. So this is the type of pain that women that give birth to vaginal birth experience, but it's not that prolonged, and the level of pain depends on individuals. There are some people that will not feel the pain. There are some people that the pain will disturb them, that they will lie for weeks before they get themselves. Then for those that deliver through cesarean section, some of the cases of cesarean section are already booked. Like a woman that will give birth through CS, through elective CS, she know already she will be a date to be fixed by her gynecologist or the doctor that will be taking the CS, then she will prepare towards that date. So most of them don't fall into labor. So they just come to the hospital and will be prepared ahead of the surgical procedure. Now, except in some cases where some women who have prolonged labor, like they have already been in the pain of labor, then and the labor is not progressing, then you now see the woman being transferred to the theater. So they will start with the pain of labor before the theater own. So women that go through CS, their own pain is after they must have delivered the baby, and this pain comes from the incision, and the first 24 hours after giving birth is hell for them. Like, it is something that they cannot describe. They cannot stand, they will not eat, like you will not drink, they will not even cough, they will not laugh. Like, there are a lot of restrictions from that first aspect of the pain. That is especially the first, not just first for 24 hours, the first 48 hours after the delivery of the baby through cesarean section. So, and some of these women, this pain continues. Remember, I say it depends on your own pain threshold. So some of these women, they continue to have this pain, and some that are not lucky enough, if this thing should get infected and the incision site breaks down, she will still be wheeled out to the theater to be resutured. For some that need that, others will be given a lot of antibiotics to make sure that the place heals very well. So the after pain of CS mothers say that it is not something that you can easily describe. You see, it's a personal pain on its own. So you can now see that the two sides, they have their own different kinds of pain. So it depends on where you fall. So none of them is less painful than the other. Another people will now be asking me, so nurse, which one should I go for? I'm not the one that will determine the one you should go for, because I don't know your system. I'm not the one managing you. Even if I'm the one managing you, yes, it's not from what we see, your presentation, the position of your baby, your service, and other factors will be put into consideration to know which one you'll be booked for. So some women are already booked for cesarean section because of what I've mentioned before. Maybe they have diabetes while pregnant. Maybe there is something we call preeclampsia. When it comes to hospital stay, those that give birth vaginally, they don't stay for long, except if their babies need extra care, then they can stay for long in the hospital solely for the baby, not the mom. But in cases where everything is in order, the mom can stay for at least 4 days before going home. But those that give birth through CS can stay for 5, 6, 7 days before they will be discharged. That is the difference in the hospital stay. Then not just that, when it comes to the cost, the payment is not the same for vaginal birth and CS in most hospitals, just because of the difference in the procedures. Then another one is, what are the complications? Which one is free of risk? Which one is vaginal birth and cesarean section? Which one is free of risk? All of them have their own risk. Listen, all of them, vaginal birth have its own risk, complications. Then CS also has its own complications. Now, for vaginal birth, for instance, women that gave birth, there are some cases of women that after giving birth, they develop what we call vesicovaginal fistula. That will be rectovaginal fistula. Some people also have the cases of infection where the episectomy site is being infected if care is not taken. And some, their own will break down and they have to come down to the hospital to be resutured, which is a different pain altogether. You see the way I did my face to show you that is not something that is so pleasant for these women. So it's a complication on its own, and the general complication for either cesarean section or vaginal birth is death. Any woman can die from all this, but we don't pray. That is not the prayer of any midwife at all. Then another complication is also, they are also at risk of bleeding. Whether women that gave birth through vagina are at risk of bleeding. So, and bleeding is also a life-threatening condition for them. Then when it comes to cesarean section, it's also the same thing, infection. When the area that was sutured, if not well treated or if care is not taken, it can break down and it will not make this woman not to heal faster than or that she's supposed to heal. Then some women are also at risk of bleeding. Then some cesarean section, there are also complications that comes from anesthesia, mistakes from the anesthetics, and all this one. Just remember, I'm not using this video to put fear in you, but just to tell you that none of the two is free of risk. Then another one is a woman can die while cesarean section is going on. Remember, like I said, this is not to put fear in you, because I've witnessed a lot of safe and sound cesarean sections. So this video have already prolonged more than I wanted it to be, but I'm giving these details so that you be well informed when people are pushing you to make wrong decision. Ask yourself, what are you going to gain if you lose your life or the life of your baby because you don't want CS, or if you lose your life and the life of your baby because you are going through vaginal birth and something else happens? So you need to listen to your gynecologist, because your gynecologist or your midwife, because they are in the best position to tell you what to do. So, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Remember to like this video, share the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free of charge, and encourage others also to come by sharing it in your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook and other platforms that you know that your family members are going to see this video. And having said that, thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.